Ready for some morning chats?
Cheers, bro.
Dinky dinky. The funniest thing I find is how some companies start off doing something, go for ages thinking this might not be right, and then suddenly something blows up, the world changes, and whatever they are offering becomes the thing on the planet.
I think it goes against everything you think about as a company at times. Specifically here, if we look at NVIDIA, where they were 3 years back to where they are now. Suddenly today, every person on the planet knows what NVIDIA is.
Man, they made GPUs, right? And NVIDIA is supposed to be this gaming company. And while being a gaming company, they're a gaming company. People get the GPUs, put it in their laptops, put it in their desktops, and they game on it. And one day, this thing comes along called ChatGPT. And suddenly the world is like, oh, maybe they can be used for something else. Now, gaming is not even a fraction of their revenue. It's like not even recognizable.
I think it's a rounding error on their revenue, as we like to call it.
I swear. And you talk about Intel, and Intel is this behemoth in the world. Oh my god, every processor is Intel. And
Dude, I think like we've all grown up with that Intel Pentium inside and i3, i5, i7.
yeah,
We've discussed this all through, oh, which Intel chip laptop are you buying? And I think it's only recently with Apple developing its own silicon that Apple's also moved away from it, right?
Apple killed Intel. It's not just a development, it is sabotage. So Intel's huge chunk of business was Apple. Apple comes along, says, oh, there is this new thing called ARM on which we are going to build our frameworks from now on. Build this processor which is just 3 times more efficient and 2 times more powerful than whatever Intel has done, which maintains like heat so much better. And now that's all the rage. So now everybody wants Snapdragon laptops, or they want Apple M chips laptops. Intel is just like dawdling here and there. AMD is now making chips which are better than Intel's chips. And NVIDIA is now going and saying, okay, Intel, we should buy you. NVIDIA was not even like a baby in front of Intel like 3-4 years back.
All of this has happened in the last 5 years. The Apple M chips came out in 2020. Snapdragons, again, blown up in the last 4 years, where we're talking about this. And we talk about this today like it's so normal that today every phone has a Snapdragon chip. Yesterday we were talking about the 8 Elite Gen 5 chip coming out in phones next year. All of a sudden here we have the Apple A18 chip that's in the new iPhone.
A19 Pro.
A19 Pro.
Yeah.
So where are we at? Like the world is changing in front of our eyes.
The world has been changing since the moment we were born. Actually, I think since the moment our parents were born, they have seen the greatest change that this world has ever gone through. We go through such rapid change that it just feels very normal. Like realizing that first year college 2013, there was no Uber in Purdue. Like there was no Uber in the US.
My mom had come to Purdue my second year, which is 2015, and we'd gone to the grocery store and we had to like get a few bags back, and it was a 20-25 minute walk, and we were looking for an Uber and it was impossible to find one. I remember I just had the app on my phone. It was one of those, offloaded apps that exist that you have to re-download when you want to use, and you couldn't find an Uber.
I think we must be the last generation to actually raise our hands in Chicago and be like, hey man, taxi, please stop, But
I don't recall doing that.
see, and then you talk about Uber and their concept of Uber Eats, which is basically we have like a network of drivers now. Can they deliver food? Just like NVIDIA, and we have a bunch of GPUs now. Oh, can we process large language models on it? Can we process ChatGPT, Gemini on these models? Talk about
Like Amazon started all those years back with AWS, that we have all these servers. Can we rent them out for when we don't use them?
you can go backwards. It's like Amazon start a web store to sell books, and then they're like, oh, can we sell other stuff on it? Oh, can we sell everything on it? Like, I feel the core of this conversation is foundational. Once you have something foundationally, even if you don't know what the hell to do with that foundation yet, but if you have a foundation that can manage scale, you can kill it.
I'll give you a more recent example. We talk about Porter. All these delivery companies that existed beforehand, Swiggy, Zomato, all of these guys did start a version of delivery. Dunzo started up in Bangalore and they were doing really well. But what Porter has currently done with its network of intra-city deliveries and getting a robust network of actual delivery drivers doing their deliveries rather than just people on bikes.
So what happens when you don't have the foundation? So this company, Apollo Meds, the ones you ordered from, these guys tell you that, hey man, yeah, we'll be delivering your stuff in 3 hours. After that, it's been 6 hours. And then they're like, oh, it'll take another 2 hours. And then by the time the delivery comes in, we had already ordered medicines from like the nearby medical store, right? So what's the problem here? The problem is foundationally, they don't have a logistical network. Either they use Porter and they leverage their network, just like Google leverages NVIDIA, just like Apple leverages Samsung for their displays. Either you leverage them, or if you are to build out these networks from scratch, just medicines won't do.
I feel like foundations also have they're expensive. Let's be straight up. Amazon didn't make money. Uber, I don't think is still making money. These foundations cost a lot of money. So for anyone who does want to set them up, the vision has to be a very long-term one for them to set up these very robust foundations.
I feel the counter to that is the foundational element core to the business. Like for Apollo Pharma, for them, they are selling enough medicines on their distribution network. Right? They might not have a logistically distribution.
Because they've been a historically retail-oriented business.
So now, are they to set up the foundation of 5-minute delivery, or are they to use somebody else's foundation? It's like Sam Altman, the CEO of ChatGPT, OpenAI. He said there are 2 things you can do. One is go out and build your own LLM, spend all of that money and put it down the gutter. And 2 is use ChatGPT and use OpenAI and use that as the framework to build anything on top. Both have its pros and cons. Both have its expenses associated with it.
Dude, let's go to a deeper level now. Today, if you and I are helping folks run ads or make ads for a particular platform, we are platform dependent. The moment we say we will help you run your ads on XYZ platform, we are associated to that platform. Today, what we're saying is, guys, we're just going to help you make ads, no matter what platform you want to run it on.
So let's change that foundation element. Guys, subscribe to our channel. Make this big enough so that we don't even need to run ads on Instagram. Companies can just come here, be on our channel and make a lot of sales. On the other hand, if you guys are looking to run ads, if you guys are someone who's running a business and really need help selling stuff and you vibe with us, come along, send us a message and we'll get back to you.
Or just join us for a cup of coffee tomorrow morning.
Oh, sorry. Or just click the link in the description. We have a website too.
See you for your coffee tomorrow.